Guys, welcome to my channel. It has been a while since I've uploaded in here, but when I got this product on Christmas, I was so excited and I've spent a lot of time learning about it and practicing with it and playing with it. And once I've gathered all of my thoughts, all of my opinions, and all of the things that I want to say, I wanted to jump in here so fast and tell you all about it. I am talking, of course, about the Dyson Airwrap. I got it for Christmas. Santa finally listened. I've been asking for it on my birthday last Christmas and it finally arrived. I have it. I've watched all of the videos, all of the content on it, all of the opinions, all of the questions, everyone's thoughts on it. I have opinions on how it works, the longevity of my hair, product to use, everything. And I wanted to make this video for you if you are thinking about getting it, or maybe if you haven't and you'd like to grab some extra pointers on how to use it. This is how I use it. This is how my hair looks like once I've styled it and done a blow dry on it. And yeah, I'm gonna share everything with you. So if you'd like to stick around for that, keep on watching. So let's jump into the video. If you just want to see me do my hair and see the tutorial on how I use it, jump to this timestamp. Right now, I'm just going to take some time to go over some thoughts that I have. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm just going to give you like a brief overview on some of the basics of the Dyson Airwrap, what comes in the box, all of that. So when you get the Dyson Airwrap, or how I got it, I didn't purchase it. I got it as a gift. So I'm just gonna tell you like what I got in the box. So when you open the box, you do get the box. It is kind of bulky. It does take a lot of space, but it is a really nice box that you get to store your machine. Also included on here is the travel pouch. So this little velvet pouch where you can put in all of your attachments and the machine itself for when you travel, so that you can take it with you. You're gonna get the machine itself, of course, and you're gonna get some attachments. You're gonna get your round brush attachment. You're gonna get your blow dryer attachment. The air comes right out of this front portion of it, and the other part is for you to work on your flyaways. If your hair gets super frizzy, you use the top part to get rid of those flyaways. You're gonna get two different kinds of comb attach heads. So how I usually use it is that I will blow dry my hair, and then once I'm done like blow drying it, I will use this to just brush through the hair, get any tangles out. You're gonna get this tool right here, which is your cleaner. So this is the thing that you use to clean the filter at the bottom, and you're supposed to clean it every couple of months. And if you lose track of time, this light right at the bottom will light up to tell you when it's time to clean up the filter. And then you get the two curling barrels. So you get a thicker one and then you get a thin one. I use this one. I use this one on times where I just want looser curls. My hair is kind of short. So if I were to use this to do my blowout and to do my curls, they would be big curls which would fall. I want my curls to be tight. That way it looks curlier and that they last longer. So I do want a tighter curl so that they won't just like fall at the end. Okay, so we're gonna go through kind of like the anatomy of the machine a little bit, just kind of like what it consists of. So this is gonna be your power button at the very front. If you turn it up, it turns on. If you go all the way to the very top, that's your cool shot. The one on the left is gonna be how strong your airflow is gonna be. And then the one on the right is gonna be your temperature. If you want it super hot, you go all the way to the top, medium, and then low settings are in there. Okay, so if you were to ask me what are the two biggest takeaways that I've learned from using it and from learning how to use it, is number one, product is everything. I first tried to use it without any products and I was getting really frustrated that my curls were falling. I did run into that issue, and that is like the most common comment. Like almost every tutorial that I was watching on TikTok had that comment. The curls look beautiful, but they fall after like 2-3 seconds. I ran into that problem. For me, product is everything, and I learned that. So my lovely hairstylist, the person that I go to color my hair, she recommended a few products for me, and those are the ones that have worked for me. Once we jump into the tutorial, you're gonna see me using them. But the first one is the Paul Mitchell Extra Body Boost Root Lifter. This guy is part of the reason why my hair gets so much volume, and I've been loving this. I have really fine hair, so when I used to do my hair before, I wouldn't use any product, but now that I use this, I feel like my hair looks so full and like I have a lot of hair, so I've been loving that. And then from there, I also use mousse. That's another tip that I've picked up from TikTok. Using mousse on your hair before you style it has helped me a bunch to keep that hold in my hair. And then of course I do use hairspray as well, and I use the Paul Mitchell Flexible Style Hot Off the Press Thermal Protection Hairspray. So that's what I've learned. Product is a big part of making those curls last. The second biggest thing that I've learned is that you have to take your time. This is a very high maintenance machine, and it does require a lot of learning. So again, I've watched a lot of videos, I've watched tons of tutorials on TikTok. All of Gen Z has taught me how to use this thing. So I have spent and invested the time into learning how to use it. You're gonna have to, because learning the buttons, learning where everything is just the first part, but learning like all of the techniques, it does require time to learn, and you're gonna have to be patient with the process. I'm a very impatient person, so the very first couple of times that I was trying to use it, I was trying to use it in a rush. This is not a grab and go kind of product. This is a product that you're gonna have to spend your time with it. The process of a blowout takes time. This kind of a blowout takes me about a good 40 to 45 minutes. So you do have to be patient with it. And it's not like I do 45 minutes every day on my hair. You are gonna spend a lot of time doing your hair, but it's gonna last you through day 2 and day 3 of your hair. And once you wash your hair, then you're gonna do it again. But there are other techniques of how I do my hair. This is the one that you're gonna see in this video, is just one of them, but there are other techniques where I can speed up that process. For the price, I understand that it's kind of unfair to have to go through all of the hurdles of knowing how to use it for the price. I understand, but for me, I've been enjoying it. It's made doing my hair a little bit more fun than it used to, so I'm really liking it. So without further ado, this is how I do my blow dry, this kind of a blow dry using my Dyson Airwrap. All right, so I'm just gonna begin doing my hair as I usually do, and this is how I put it up to go to sleep. I don't sleep with these in, but I usually work out in the afternoon, shower, dry it, and then the next morning I will do my hair. So this is how I start with it. So the very first thing that I do once my hair is down is I use this Paul Mitchell Extra Body Boost Root Lifter. So what this is gonna do is give me that volume that I need. My hair is usually really flat, and the thing that I've always struggled with is that whenever I do my hair, it just like falls and it looks like I have 3 hairs on my head. So I need that volume. I like that volume. So this has really helped me with that. So what I do is I just like move my hair around a little bit, and I'll just spray it on the roots. And at the same time, it's gonna get the hair wet a little bit again, and that's fine. And then after that, I go in with a little bit of mousse. I just grab this amount, put it all over your fingers, and I just do the ends of my hair. I don't do the roots. All right, so once the product is in, that's all of the product that I use. I'm gonna start sectioning. So I begin, of course, with the bottom section. So what I'll do is I'll just go ear to ear, put it up with my scrunchie, and then I'll split it in half and pin that section. And I'll start with this side. I'll brush it out. And that way you're brushing in the product as well. And I am using the thin barrel for my hair. It's gonna give you the tightest curls, and because my hair is short, I want that, because if I use a thicker barrel, my curls are gonna be really loose and it's just gonna fall. So I want the tight barrels. They're gonna look very George Washington-y when it's done, but once they like settle, they're gonna settle beautifully, and I really love how it turns out. And then on hand, I'm gonna have my timer. A very impatient person, so what I noticed is that the very first couple of times that I was using it, I was getting very impatient with it. So I knew that I had to hold it for like 5 to 10 seconds, and I was just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not really 5 seconds, so I have to use a timer just so that I can make myself be patient with it and let it do its thing, because you want to do 5 seconds hot, 5 seconds with a cool shot, and then turn it off and then release it. So I'm going to show you. I usually hold this part on my mouth. I'm not going to do that. And then you want to make sure that the point here is away from your face. So you grab it, turn it on, start my timer, make sure it's 5 seconds hot, and then you turn this up for the cool shot, another 5 seconds, and then turn it off. The cool shot now. Turn it off and release. And that's it. So you're gonna leave your curl as is, don't touch it, just move it back, and then move on to the next section. Don't touch them. That's really important. You don't want to touch them. You just want to let them settle like that. Patience. Patience is key with this thing. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next section. I'm taking my time today just so that you can really see how I'm doing this, but if I'm in a little bit of a hurry or I want the process to go faster, I will go with larger sections. I'm just doing things slow and steady today, taking my time so that for tutorial purposes, but yeah, you can do thicker sections than mine. Another tip is, if you want the process to go faster, put in your AirPods or your headphones and have a show on. Watch a podcast. I watch a YouTube channel. So have something on and time will go by super fast. So again, I just put my hair down, then moved up a little bit higher than my previous section. So we're going here, and then we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna end with the top. So just working section by section, doing the same process. And once I've done like 2 sections or even through each sections, I will put a little bit of hairspray on there, a little bit of that. So we're gonna move on to the next section. I don't want to put it in my mouth, I'm embarrassed, okay? And then I forgot to mention last time, but make sure that that you switch the direction of where the curl is gonna go. So you want to switch to away from the face. All right, again, looking very George Washington, very founding father. So we're gonna move on to the next section. We're gonna move again higher up. All right, we're down to the second to the last section, and what you're gonna do is just go right here, almost to like where your eyeball, the middle of your eyeball is. I'm gonna go like that. So what we're gonna do once I get to this point is I switch my attachment. So I change from this one, don't grab it from here, it's hot. So just release this one, and then I'm gonna do my round brush. So what I'm gonna do is release the last section and then go to the very front and release my bangs. I'm gonna go underneath first, and then I'm gonna flip it over and go like this so that it flips back. Just pull and twist. And then I'm gonna go back. And this is how my bangs are gonna look. So now we're gonna finish out that last section and switch back to our other barrel. the final spritz. Once I hit it with that last bit of hairspray, I'm gonna leave it like this for a little bit longer. And then you're gonna sculpt the hair the way that you want it to using your hands. All right, so my hair's been like this for a little bit. I'm gonna start shaking it off and start maneuvering it so that it's the way that I want it to. So I'm just gonna start touching it, and don't be scared of this. They're not gonna fall. At first I was really scared of doing this because the very first couple of times where I was not using the product, they did fall pretty quick. So I was kind of like nervous now to start touching them. Now I'm a little bit more confident with it. I just start running my fingers through it. It looks scary. It looks like I'm gonna mess all of it up, but it's not. I do pull on the bottom sections because this is where it's okay if they're not as tight. So I do run my fingers through the bottom of my hair like so, pull it. I miss my long hair, by the way. I really do. And I feel like once my hair gets longer, it's gonna look really, really pretty. My hair has never looked like this full. Like, it looks like I have so much hair, which I don't, because again, it's really fine. But my hair's healthy. It's just, it doesn't usually look like it's a lot. And I love the look of a lot of hair. I like big hair. So that's what I've been really loving about the Dyson, that it really gives you like full volume. And the root lifter, I know, is helps with that too. And then because it does help, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my brush and just brush it out a little bit. And this is how the hair looks like after all of that. Again, this is a very long process, but this is again day one of how I would do a blowout using my Dyson, and I really love it. I feel like it looks like I have a lot of hair, a lot of volume, which I don't. Again, just to reiterate what I said at the very beginning, 2 things that I learned with it: product is everything, and 2, patience. Take your time during the process and take your time to learn the different tips and tricks and techniques, because not everyone's hair is the same. So there are going to be some things that might work for someone, might not work for another one. Obviously, the techniques for someone who has very thick and curly hair are not going to work for me because I have very fine hair and not a lot of hair. So I feel like in that sense, because I have thinner hair, the Dyson does kind of like will work better for my kind of hair. I've heard a lot of reviews from girls who have thicker and curlier hair that it's just not working for them. So it's a very hit or miss kind of a product. Again, I've watched so many reviews on TikTok. I've watched tons of videos and tutorials and people's opinions and questions on this, and that's the consensus. Either you're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it, because it's not for, I don't feel like it's for all kinds of hair, and you do have to spend the time to learn how to use it. This is something that you are going to have to invest a little bit of time to know how to use and to know how to use it for your hair. So that's my review. Those are my thoughts on my Dyson after having it for a month now. I got it for Christmas, so it's been just over a month. So I really like it. I'm using it a lot. I use the blow dryer. I love that it's an all-in-one kind of styler. And yeah, those are my thoughts on it. Hope you liked this video. Let me know what your thoughts were. If you have any tips for me, because I'm still learning, I will say I'm still learning some of the tips and tricks behind it and some different techniques. So if you have any suggestions or anything that you'd like to see, any technique that you'd like to see me try, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for being here. Take care, and I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.